Oh man, just made it back home, and I've been on my way home since I got called into work. Um, I was thinking about how I was gonna do this video, but I'm just gonna figure it just go off the top of the dome, yo. So forgive me if my thoughts all over the place, and language warning, I guess, for people that are sensitive. I guess this is just nonsense. And for those who don't know what I'm talking about, I saw this earlier from Smash JT. Shout out to Renown0 for sending me this. Atreus, aka Griff God, Griff on X, got demonetized. 3 videos were removed and got community guideline strikes. Each of those 3 videos were all about Alyssa Mercante. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, respectfully, this is bullshit. No other way to put it. It's sad that there are people out there that are, instead of taking criticism, they resort to mass flagging. This is over critiques, by the way. And the crazy part about this is not like this is phone tapping Alyssa Mercante or doing all this illegal stuff to get information on Alyssa Mercante. She's putting this out herself. She's interacting, which makes it even funnier, with other people. She supposedly have a lawsuit on Smash JT, but yet she consistently interacts with him. What the fuck is going on here? And this isn't the only person that's been hit like this. If memory serves me correctly, Ryan Roger Thay got hit. Shout out to him. He's now on Rumble. And then Toasty with the Mosey got demonetized. And this is all because people like Alyssa Mercante think that this is hate and harassment. So let's do a quick little check of the definition, shall we? What is harassment? For those who don't know, it is a noun. It's aggressive pressure or intimidation. That's crazy. I don't recall critiquing somebody's article that's a public article for a gaming site. When is that harassment? When is that aggressive pressure? But I can assure you that calling Smash JT's wife when she has little, if anything, to do with his YouTube, I think that's considered harassment, don't you think? And also getting Smash JT's full name and using it, that's also harassment. And also doxing, which is to search for and publish private or identifying information about a particular individual on the internet, typically with malicious intent. Normally, when people put their first and last names out there, it's done to try to silence somebody, to try to say, hey, look, I know who you are. Stop talking about certain topics, as if to say that they're flying too close to the sun. So how is it that it's okay for you, Alyssa, to find out people's public information, right? Or private or identifying information, it's not public, excuse me, and try to use that as a tool to try to get people to shut up. How is that? Maybe you're the one that's doing the harassment. No, it's okay when you do it. Make that make sense. And I've said this before. I've said it. I don't mind having a conversation. And I even told. Let me backtrack a bit because I remember. Shout out to Leon from Words of Paradise. I remember having a conversation with Smash JT on his panel, low key defending you, mainly on the topic of sex work, because I was like, hey, look, sex work is work, man. Just because she's just, she did sex work or does sex work, hey, it doesn't mean, attack her, harass her, blah, 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 woo, right? Until I found out that you only did that shit for about a week. And I found that out from you yourself because you put it out there, because you run your mouth. That changed my mind on that. So not only are you a tourist in gaming, you're a tourist in sex work too. Make that make sense. And you over here, oh, well, these people are harassing me. These people are sending me death threats. Look, Smash JT has said it. I'm saying it. We don't agree with the death threats. We don't. But have you considered, I don't know, maybe in your infinite wisdom, Alyssa, maybe you haven't considered, and you might need a little bit of help with this. Maybe there's a third party. You ever thought about that? You ever thought about those messages that you get and you look at those profiles? You haven't considered that maybe it's a third party or somebody just trying to troll? Somebody that doesn't even support Smash JT at all and just wants to put their foot in the door? You ever thought about that? Or, some people would argue that you did it yourself or you had some other people do it for you, but that's a whole nother can of worms. But think about that for a second. You ever considered that maybe it's a third party that has nothing to do with any of us? Because I remember Smash disavowing it. I disavow it. And my thing is, I just don't feel bad about you because you've sat up here and doing all this stupid shit, and then you consistently cry when you get clapped back. I've even said it, like I said, I don't mind having a conversation with you, but I've noticed that you don't want that because having a conversation would require you to humble yourself and actually sit down and actually listen. You don't want that. Obviously not, because you're silencing people that are saying things about you. You don't want a conversation. You just want to control the narrative. And quite frankly, folks ain't having it. And I don't think you've hung around enough black people, Alyssa. I really don't think you have. Okay. You hanging with Sugarfoot Adams, you know what I'm saying? Boo Boo the Bear, whatever the fuck they want to call him. You hang around with that nigga, that don't count. Because if you hung around any man worth his salt and you attack his money, it's not gonna go well for you. And no, that's not a threat. That's based off of observation. You don't fuck with people's money. But like I said, you want to control the conversation. You think you want to control the narrative because it's hate filled. It's hate filled. No, this is the stuff we're just critiquing the shit that you say, Alyssa. How hard is that for you to understand? You could have easily had a conversation with one of them by now. Maybe not Smash AT because you're going in the lawsuit with them, but somebody else you could have had a conversation with. But you don't want that. You want to control the narrative, and baby, you ain't gonna get it. And something else that you said too, that I've noticed, that you're jealous, really, because these people are getting money. These people are getting super chats. These people are getting money off of hate speech. These people are getting more views, and the views, the ads are coming in, and they shouldn't be getting views off of this. The crazy part is you could be doing that too, but apparently you can't. Apparently you're not good enough to get that done, because we've seen your videos. You can barely get the sound right in your videos. Your sound quality is ass. But for some reason, you can sit up here and worry about what all of us, or the rest of us, are doing. A lot of us are working on our content, working on our skills, whether it's video editing, sound design, whatever the fuck else, graphic design and all that, working on thumbnails, all that stuff. The crazy part is you could be doing the exact same thing, but you'd rather sit here like a little brat that you are, with your arms folded, pouty lips, and they're talking about me. Bitch, if you don't get up and go do something with your fucking life, you mean to tell me you got all of this stuff, right? You claim you got people wanting to spend money on you, and you can't get money out of them? You can't get your shit together to make your shit presentable? Outside of some whack-ass little dissertation video, crying about why, I'm getting harassed, hating me, gets them views, looking like a pre-op version of Eminem. Let me stop. Nope, not gonna do it. Almost. You could be getting to the money too, but apparently you can't get it done. And I'm gonna let you in on a secret. Getting people demonetized will not bring any more money your way. I'm gonna say it again, just in case you missed it. Getting people demonetized won't bring any more money your way. If anything, it's gonna get them more money. Trying to get Ryan Roger Thay demonetized, Toasty, Atreus, Smash JT, 8-Bit Eric, or even myself demonetized isn't going to do what you think it's going to do. It's not going to stop them, the people that choose to support us, turn around and support you. No, it's not happening like that. Because if anything, it's going to get less people wanting to support you. That's the Streisand effect. More often than not, that's what's going to happen. You're going to get less people wanting to put money into you. Maybe that's the case. Maybe, maybe you want more people to be miserable like you. Maybe you want people to be, walking on eggshells like you. That the devil is a lie. And to Atreus, you know what I'm saying? Keep doing your thing, man. And to not only just Atreus, but to anybody who's gotten hit with this, man, do not let it hinder you from making your content. Do not let it stop you, because that's exactly what people like Alyssa and Airbagged and the rest of them little clowns over there want. That's what they want. They want you to stop. They want you to stop being on YouTube. But they fail to understand most people come on YouTube to see y'all, okay? And by y'all, I don't mean Alyssa, because Alyssa ain't got shit going. Okay, they want to see Toasty. They want to see Atreus. They want to see Smash JT. They want to see 8-Bit Eric. They want to see Will of the Fans. They want to see Nobody. They want to see Ryan Roger Thay. You know what I'm saying? They want it. Some people, surprisingly enough, want to see me. You know what I'm saying? Which, damn, it shocks me sometimes. I'm not doing my shit for y'all. I don't do my stuff for haters. Fuck y'all. Y'all can hate from the sidelines. I got shit that I've done that you can never take away from me. Ever. You can never cancel what I'm doing. Because I'm willing to do what I need to do to adjust if I need to. But that doesn't stop me. And I encourage everybody else that got hit with this to do the same. Remember why you're doing your content. Remember why you did YouTube in the first place. If that means, hey, you don't get to talk about, Mercante, that's fine. Adjust. Make those adjustments. Let them clowns hate from the sidelines. Is it fair? No, it's not. But make as many adjustments as you need to. And you keep pushing. Don't let them people stop you at all. You know what I'm saying? You keep going. And the people that will support you, that's what they're there for. They're there to support you. Alyssa can get mad. Airbag can get mad. The rest of them can get mad. Let them. They're going to be hating from outside the club. They can't get in. And you're going to keep getting to that money. You feel me? I just wanted to say that. And I just wanted to make this little, I guess, a little bit of a mini rant video. And I really hope that does help you guys out. You know what I'm saying? Once again, to Ryan, to Atreus, Toasty, everybody who's got affected by this, Smash JT. Y'all keep doing your thing, man. I pop in from time to time. I just wanted to, take the time to encourage y'all. I wanted to make this video and let y'all know to keep pushing. Like I said, adjust as much as you need to, but you continue to keep pushing. I'll be catching you guys on the next time. Y'all be easy. Peace. God bless.